Hey, how you doing? It's your girl, Cigar Lady Annette.
And Becky with Cigar Damas.
And we are the Tampa Sisters
Of
of
the
the
Leaf.
Leaf. So, how was your 4th of July?
We stayed home. What'd you do?
Oh, so I went to, there is a new clothing line called OOV on our own, or OOV, on our own vibe.
I saw Woody.
Yes, he
Woody
was
put
there.
up their stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so the stuff that he put up, that's where you went to the barbecue.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Now, are they new to Tampa?
I don't know if they're new to Tampa. I think they are. They were military. They both were military.
Oh,
I think one
nice.
was Army or Air Force, one was Navy or something like that.
So it's a couple?
It's a couple.
That's awesome. I love to see that.
Yeah, yeah. So they started a line called Our Own Vibe. And so, yeah, they threw, the husband or the boyfriend told me that he did a barbecue. His father used to do a barbecue every year. So his father passed away. And in honor of his father, so his mom came down, the family was there. So yeah, it was really nice.
Oh,
they had
nice.
jazz band, saxophonist Marlon Boone.
Oh, he's good.
Oh, he's really good.
Yes, he's very good.
He
very
was there.
good. I've seen him at some other events.
Yes.
Very talented.
Yeah, so that was nice. That was nice. Normally I just sit home and watch the fireworks. I swear my neighbor behind me, it's like a Beirut. Like, seriously, like bombs.
She's on the floor crawling, thinking it's a drive-by.
I couldn't even watch TV. It was so loud. Last year we barbecued. Had my girlfriend and her wife, they came out here. Last year we were together. This year they just flew in on 4th of July. So it was nice. But matter of fact, the young lady that oh my God, I'm having a mental block.
So it's OOV?
OOV.
Y'all check them out. I'm sure they're on Instagram.
Yes, they're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. And their colors are red. So their tent was red.
Oh, and that's perfect for you.
Yeah. So I didn't get a chance. They had a regular T-shirt.
I'll have to go find them and follow them. Yeah.
So Facebook, Instagram, on our vibe, our own vibe. So yeah, it was really cool. Let's see what else. She gave me some topics. She's like, oh, you should talk about these things, but I forgot to write them down. And since I'm old, I forgot what they were. So I'll have to ask her again. And since nobody sent us topics,
y'all slacking.
Yeah.
They just must think we're doing an amazing job thinking of our own.
Obviously, yeah. They just, yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
So the only thing I can think of is, and I don't know if we kind of talked on this before, but membership.
Oh, membership. That's a good one. Yeah,
Cigar
we kind
lounge,
of like touched
Cigar Lounge membership.
Yeah.
So I was, I don't do memberships at lounges because I don't believe that it benefits the lounge. And
being a lounge owner, you would understand that aspect of it.
And it's been proven. It's been proven. So it's not like something, this is something that most customers would hate to hear, but it benefits the customer, but it doesn't benefit the lounge owner. And so I think I mentioned this a long time ago, a gentleman called Dave Garofalo.
Okay.
He owns Two Guys. Back when I used to be a cigar rep, he would have meetings with different, they had like a little club where everybody contributed, and then they shared different ideas on what you should and shouldn't do for a lounge. And there were several different things, but that was one of the things that he did. So a good example was James purchased me a membership at one of the lounges, and I'm thinking, I don't know why.
See, and I've never had a lounge membership because I have my humidor at home, and I understand for the people who probably don't smoke at home or in their cars or don't have someone they smoke with. Like a lot of times, men or women do not have a spouse or girlfriend that does it, so it's a place for them to keep their cigars and to go. That way they don't have to worry about grabbing it. Right. I would assume when they do go there, that way they have it. So it would definitely benefit the customers.
It totally benefits the customers. Yeah. So you pay, so as a lounge owner, listen carefully guys, as a lounge owner, each member pays that one-time fee. And because most of you don't put in your contract that says you have to purchase a certain amount of cigars monthly, now you have people that come in that have membership, they have their alcohol, they have their own cigars in their humidors. Not everybody, I'm not talking about everybody, but a majority.
So there would be people who purchase from other lounges, store their cigars there, and
Yeah.
not purchase anything.
Or
Come in, have their own
online.
alcohol, have their own thing.
Yeah.
So you're probably losing money by them in the seats.
Oh, not probably. You're definitely losing
Yeah.
money.
I just assumed if you had a lounge membership somewhere that you would buy and restock from them. That's what I assumed. So
So
it's nice hearing the other side of it because I never really thought that was the case.
so that's the way it should be. One of my friends in Puro Humo Cigars in Glendale, California, Tony has membership, and what he did was everybody has on each contract. You know, again, you have that monthly. You have to buy a certain amount a month, because if not, you know, $450, $500 a year. I mean,
Yeah,
you
break
spend
that down.
damn near $2,400. At least me personally, back in the day, not as much as anymore. I used to spend damn near 24 plus $100 a year on cigars.
Yeah.
You know, again, that was like years ago. But anyway, he has on his contract that he will open up your humidor anytime he feels like he wants to. And if you have outside cigars, they will be trashed, and your membership will be revoked.
Now, how would he know if they're outside since
Because
multiple
he knows
cigars are sold in numerous locations?
Right. Well, people bring in like Cuban cigars, or people bring in, you
So
know,
I
cheap
understand, yeah,
online
they
cigars.
Saw, okay, got you.
You know,
Gotcha.
cheap online. He knows what he sells.
I'm surprised
he's a
someone would
vendor.
buy cheap cigars if they're paying for a membership, because to me, a membership is just extra money out.
Right.
So I always associated it, which I've never, like I said, I've never heard the perspective of a lounge owner. I've always just assumed, on the other hand, look, that if someone has a membership, they're keeping that thing stocked. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I personally, my perception of it was.
So that would be the case with lots of people, but then there are lots of people who get memberships so they can look.
Okay.
You know, look the part, but you know,
so it's
faking the funk.
Yeah, because some memberships can be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
There's some really expensive memberships.
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I personally, Dave Garofalo used to say that you lose money. You lose money because you have that, you know, the person puts that one-time amount down, unless you're paying monthly. So Tobacco Leaf in Jessup, Maryland, Raul, I think he has the best membership, and some people don't agree, but then again, if you just did your numbers on your cigars, you'll understand what I'm saying, or you'll understand why he did what he did. He charged at that time, I don't know what he charges now, he charged I think it was around $2,400 for his membership for the year. You got $1,800 back in credit. It's genius. You're gonna do that anyway. Like I said, if you do your numbers, I used to do over $2,400 a year in cigars anyway. So what he did was he factored in the price of the cigar. So he gave you like a little credit card.
Oh, nice.
$1,800, and you used it, and you still got 20% off. Like if you got boxes, or
see, a lot of lounges, basically the membership does come with discounts, and I've even heard of some memberships like sometimes there's alcohol put in your lockers. Yeah. Sometimes. So cigars. Some of those nicer memberships, people are getting some perks.
So in his case, you weren't getting any of that. You got your discounts. You got, if there were boxes, so you can add up your points. You can buy boxes. You can just, you know, if you didn't use, you know, on the onesies and twosies. So it's a great idea what he did. I didn't do it. Again, he used to try to get me to join, and I was like, it doesn't matter because I'm going to buy that amount of cigars anyway. Lockers or membership just does not benefit me. And I used to tell them all the time, you don't want me as a member. It doesn't benefit you. Yeah. Because if I did what everybody else did, you make more money off of me as a customer.
Just as a customer.
Just as a customer. I said, so you don't want me as a member.
Yeah, because if they're not purchasing from you, they're actually at a loss.
Yeah. Well, like the membership that he bought for me, I was like, this is like a waste of money, because I come in there every single time and I buy 2 cigars. Because my rule of thumb always has been that I buy 1 cigar for every 2 hours that I'm going to be at a lounge. I mean, it takes you 2 hours to smoke a cigar anyway. So why not? If you know you're going to be there for several hours, buy 2 cigars. Don't just buy one and then smoke your own shit. Whatever. Anyway, that's just my thought. Do what you want.
Well, a lot of lounges don't allow you to smoke your own stuff. So,
Yeah.
But so the membership would be a way to maybe get your own stuff in there.
Yeah.
Because like if I am just a customer and I'm walking into some lounges, I can't bring my own personal cigars, which I'm totally fine with. I think that's not what I'm squabbling about, you know, but yeah, it would seem that would be the way where maybe you could stick stuff in there and they wouldn't know unless like your buddy did and checked.
Yeah.
And everybody was okay with that. I mean, obviously
here's
but did it create any kind of...
No. These were all professional people. These weren't, the only time you have a problem is usually some little ghetto hood rat that just got money that won a locker.
Gotcha.
These are people that had money. So they knew, because his philosophy is, and it's a very good one. Listen carefully. Cigars have beetles.
Mm-hmm.
If the manufacturer or wherever you're getting these cigars from were not processed properly,
you're contaminating the whole lounge,
the whole humidor.
Gotcha.
Or all the lockers. So that was his thought behind that.
Gotcha.
People bring in, because in California, a lot of people have Cuban cigars, and so people bring it in, store them in their locker, and if for some reason one of those cigars just happen to have a beetle, boom, it's spread, it's going all over. So that was more so his thought behind it. But yeah, I used to sit there, and those people, even members, they would buy a shitload. Anytime something new came out, boom, boom, boom. That's why it benefits to have certain clientele. Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, exactly. And maybe sometimes charging a higher price is worth it because the type of people, the clientele you're going to get is already going to know, look, you know, this is the way it's going to be. So it's the ones that would, if they, you know, and some of those, I've heard of some memberships being like, you know, the $2,400, $2,500. I've heard of $5,000 memberships.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so what you're dealing with different clienteles.
Absolutely.
When if they're going, because nothing against someone paying $5,000. I wouldn't personally do it.
To each his own. It just, like I said, so it doesn't benefit me because I'm not at the same lounge enough.
But you're getting a whole different level of people. Right. Because I'd be like, 5,000, 2,500.
You know, like Grand Cathedral, they have, you know, their membership is high. You can do corporate memberships there. You can do group memberships. So it's.
But they do have a lot of perks.
But they have a lot of perks. Yeah. And because
so does Corona. I totally heard.
Well, Corona has a new. Oh, you mean Davidoff? Well, I mean the over there, Davidoff Corona.
Yeah.
So now they have that new lounge upstairs. See, I don't want to. If I pay for a membership, I don't want to sit next to the same motherfucker that didn't pay for a membership. I'm sorry, my bad. If I'm paying for a membership, I want to be.
Away from it.
I want to be, because that's like at Tobacco Leaf they had their private members, but I used to go in there all the time. But that's because James had a membership, and if one my friends had memberships, and I would just you had to have, they could only go in if you used up your points, you had to pay $25 for them to go in. So I used to go in all the time. But
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to be out there next month, and I sent him a message. I said, hey, by the way, I'm coming in town. Make sure you have my daily membership available for me, so I don't have to go sit on the other side.
Yeah, and when I went to California, that's the one thing I noticed is I went into a couple lounges and they didn't even have an actual lounge. It was only membership only.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So literally, if you even wanted to smoke, if we were just getting them to go, of course, because we smoke all the time, especially in Cali. If the weather's good, we put that top down, we just smoke. But yeah, they had, like, you couldn't even go in there, and I could have paid a daily thing, but I had no clue that even existed. I know I probably sound ignorant, but I did not realize that
private
in some
members
places,
only.
Well, I didn't realize that some places literally didn't have a place to smoke unless you paid.
Yeah.
For that. So I was like clueless. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah. Private members only. If I had to do it all over again, that's exactly the way.
Well, they said it had something to do with taxes or the law or something. They explained it to me, but
what part of California?
We were in around the San Diego area, but we weren't in San Diego. We were in where were we?
Well,
and it may have just been that lounge.
Right. I was going to say,
I'm not saying they're all like
taxes.
That.
You don't have to deal with all the tobacco BS.
Yeah, but they said there was some reason why they did it, and
maybe the county.
It made sense to me when they told me, but I can't for the life of me remember why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's just my 2 cents on membership. And David Garofalo, I don't know, I haven't even checked on him lately. He has 3 different stores in New Hampshire, and he's been very, very successful. I tend to listen to people who are very successful.
Well, you should,
and who
because
have
that's
done-
the way of
Yeah.
being.
And who have
If
done
they're
a great
succeeding,
job
you learn from that. Yeah.
And so, like I said, Raul, you know, people complain, but he's still doing very well at his shop. So whenever people complain about something, I'm like, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, and I wouldn't like, even though I wouldn't buy a membership, because number one, I like to go to multiple places anyway.
Right. That's why.
And I can see some people do memberships because that's solely where they pretty much go, you know,
Right.
a lot of times, and that's where they hang out. And I get that aspect of it too. But I wouldn't be offended by whatever someone's charging because it's not something that would work for me anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So, but if it ever did, I would understand, okay, this is what you expect from me. It's like common sense with even going into a lounge.
But
the
you
behavior
still-
expected.
Yeah, you still need to put it in contracts, and that's where a lot of these lounges go wrong. They don't create the proper contract.
Mhm.
It all needs to be stated in there specifically. Especially, you got to patronize the lounge. Every month, you got to buy at least a minimum of $100 worth of cigars or $125 worth of cigars. That's nothing.
It
At
really
least once
isn't.
a month.
Yeah.
At least once a month. Make sure you've hit your quota. You know, and so anyway. I can go on and on about that, but that was one of the I think that was one of the topics the young lady had brought up. So it popped in my head, so it must have been. I'm not sure. So you guys share with us.
Do you guys have memberships? How does your membership work? What's your thought on it?
Yeah.
You know, how would you feel if someone was opening your locker and looking? Like, we want to hear it all. Feedback 100%.
Yeah.
You know, tell us what you think.
And that was it.
That's it.
All right, guys. See you guys next month. Oh, and I decided to support my sister's Locked On Cigars. Which are you promoting
I'm just wearing
today?
a t-shirt.
Okay, so today I'm doing Locked On Cigars in Riverview, Florida. So guys, check out Locked On Cigars.
Is it a lounge?
It's a cigar lounge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Cheney's cousins.
Oh, I had no clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Cheney's cousins.
Oh,
They've been open 2 years now.
But see, Cheney's had been open and I'd never been over there till you did
Yeah.
your birthday over there.
Oh, there's a new lounge. Oh, we have got to go.
Okay, so next month, that's where we need to go.
Yeah. No, not next month. We're gonna go
Before then?
We're gonna go not for the podcast. We're gonna go.
Oh,
You tell
okay.
your husband. We have a new lounge to go check out. Oh, you're
Okay.
gonna love
Where's it at?
it. Newport Richie.
How far is Newport Richie? I don't even know where that is.
It's not too far from here. It's like maybe 35 minutes from
Oh,
here.
wow.
So it's longer for you.
No big
but
deal. Hey, we drove all the way up there, girl.
Yeah,
We'll go
yeah.
anywhere.
I can't remember. Woody just posted it. So you look on his page.
Oh, Woody did? See, Woody,
That's how I found out about it.
Woody, we love you.
Oh my God.
Woody
is
goes
like-
everywhere, and I love that he